Everyone, it's Bubba. 2016 Denali Acadia, 3.6 in it. This thing had a little squeaking noise in it, and I went online, looked everywhere for what maybe the cause of it, what's been happening, what's going on with them, and really nothing led me to the issue that I had. And I don't really do a video on something like this until I know there's not one, or I couldn't find no help, and I'm hoping this will help somebody. You know, maybe one day, may not, I don't know. But anyway, I was hearing this noise right here. My first thoughts was maybe the AC compressor. Now, you hear the noise, and when you rev the engine up, it sounds like it engages, like an AC clutch. And I did this a couple times. Well, I'd kill it, wait a little bit, crank it back up. The issue would be gone, no noise. A few minutes later, come back. Like, man, what is going on? So I went in, took some stuff off here, went down in there, and then the bottom side you got access also, in your right side flap. You take off your fender, you get in there and see all your pulleys. And no pulleys were loose, nothing was wore out, everything looked good. So Monday I called my foreman and I said, hey, I got an issue. I text him out there. I said, you got an issue here. I'm down. Something's going on. So I went over to a place here in town that's been recommended and checked them out what all. Got there and they was busy. No techs didn't show up. He said tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Got there, no techs. Man, what's going on here? He said, come back tomorrow. I said, okay, I'll be here. What time? 7 o'clock, 8. I'll be here. But anyway, this drug out to the whole week. They finally accepted it. I think it was Wednesday morning. Finally accepted it and got it out Friday afternoon. We had to wait on other parts because I told them anything that was questionable, idlers, tensioners, whatever, go ahead and get it on their belt. I lost audio. Not sure what happened. It's a new mic I was using. But anyway, look right here. Check out this alternator. You can see when I spin it and it stops spinning, the alternator internals keep spinning. And you'll see where it's spinning on the shaft. And this is the noise we was hearing. Alright, so we found this Acadia. There's a keyway, some of the pulley will break. It'll sit here and just spin on the alternator without the alternator turning. It caused the screeching noise that we was hearing. So we'll go back, do some inspection, and go from there and do a review. After further investigation on this thing, I looked at the parts breakdown of this alternator, and there wasn't any keys. Nowhere it showed a key on the shaft, but it showed the shaft being like a beveled, where the alternator's kind of, the pulley was pressed on it, I guess, with the nut. And if you're in a bind and there's no alternator available, I'd tack weld it both sides of that thing to the shaft, as long as the alternator bearings are okay, and make it roll, you know what I mean? That's what we do it back in the woods. But anyway, check out this breakdown. Out of all the picks, I could not find one that showed a key. All of them showed a bevel. The first sign of this was about 2 weeks back when I was sitting there idling in the parking lot at work. And I thought the Acadia had a shutdown deal, you know, where if it's sitting there idling too long, things start shutting down, try to save fuel or whatever. But I noticed the alternator dropped down to nothing. And then it came back after I re-cranked it. But here it is when I was going down the road, and all of a sudden when it started making a noise, and I lost voltage. Hey, got it back though, and I got it home and done inspection, and I told these guys at work, if I could tell you been there, it wasn't a very good job. In other words, if it's messy, handprints, oil, whatever, a mess, something broke, something don't look like it's in line, misplaced or whatever, your job's not done right. So here's the inspection, and everything looked good so far. Everything worked right. All but I got to figure out now how much voltage we do have on the cranking. But other than that, it's good to go. As you see, I've done a good job. I mean, nothing's scratched up, beat up, everything's back in place. I think I've done a pretty good job. course, if I'd have done it, there'd probably been blood on it somewhere, you know, bad as I bleed. But anyway, I'll take it back for something else. And I do have one thing. I don't know if it's because maybe the battery was down from the charging system, but it took a little bit there for it to finally crank up. We'll check it on out and see what's going on with that and carry on. And with this kind of job here, I will take it back for something else if I need to. They've done a good job.